I'll give the introduction for this. See what I was talking about. Today's topic is type conversion and casting. What is type conversion and casting is assigning one data type value to another data type. Okay. In this one, there are two types of conversion. One is automatic conversion. Another one is not automatic conversion. If that is not an automatic conversion, then you have to perform the conversion with the help of one keyword cast. What that cast will do, it will perform the conversion of one data type to another data type manually. We will see that. Okay. So now type conversion, like for example, assigning int value to long value. Okay. What is int value to long value conversion? That is, you're assigning 32-bit value to 64-bit value. Okay, so as we all know, 32-bit value is smaller in size when compared with 64-bit. Okay, so easily you can place 32-bit value into 64-bit size. So at this particular point, conversion can be done automatically. Okay, you can see this. Java will perform the conversion automatically. For example, it is always possible to assign an int value to a long variable. Remember this. So this kind of conversion will be done automatically. But whereas, suppose if you are going to assign a double data type value to byte data type, so over here automatically it will not be done. Why? The reason is the size of the double data type, the size of the double data type is 64 bit. So as I said, when you are going to fit the double value to byte value, there will be no automatic conversion. Why? Because the size of double is 64 bits. So you cannot fit 64-bit value to 8 bits. If you are going to do, then automatically it will not occur. We have to perform we have to perform that type of conversion using cast. So that is known as casting. Okay, then. Now we will go a little bit deeper now into Java's automatic conversion. What is Java's automatic conversion is when one type of data is assigned to another type of variable, an automatic conversion will take place. Okay, will take place. For that thing, you have to remember two things. If automatic type conversion has to occur, means the two types should be compatible. Means converting int value to long or int value to float, like that. And one more thing is destination type should be larger than the source type. Means if you are assigning int value to long, means uh, destination is long, int is source, means you are assigning the source value to destination. That is, you are assigning 32 bits value into 64 bits. Okay, that should be the condition. So when these two conditions are met, a widening conversion takes place. For example, int value is always large enough to hold all valid bit byte values, like that. Over here, no manual will be done, automatically it will be done. Okay, so for widening conversions, numeric types including integer and floating types are compatible with each other. Remember this. That is known as compatibility. Means you can convert integer to float. Okay, that is the thing. Now, there are no automatic conversions from char to boolean, and remember also char and boolean are not compatible with each other. Then next thing, casting incompatible types. There are 2-3 programs also. I will show you. Don't worry. Casting incompatible types. Okay, although automatic type conversions are helpful, they will not fulfill all needs. For example, this is very important. Please try to understand this. What if you want to assign an int value to a byte variable? Means assigning larger value to smaller variable. So this conversion will not be performed automatically. Why? Because over here in automatic conversion, the second one, what is the second condition? Destination type should be larger than source type. Suppose if destination type is smaller than the source type, then that will not be automatic. Like here only. That is, int value we are going to assign to a byte variable. Its source type over here is int, destination is byte. So source type is larger than destination over here. So over here, automatic will not be done. So how this will be happening? That is, this conversion will not be performed automatically because a byte is smaller than int. Means over here, destination is smaller than the source. So this kind of conversion is sometimes called narrowing conversion. Means you have to narrow the size, you have to narrow the value of particular source data type value. How we will see that? So see here, to create a conversion between two incompatible types, you must use a cast keyword. A cast is simply an explicit explicit type conversion. It has this general form, target type value. Okay, target type value, that is. So over here, our target specifies the desired type to convert the specified value to. Like you can see over here, there is one int variable a and there is one byte variable b. Over here, what it is trying to do is, in this example, as you can see, this a is int value. It is trying to store a into b. Means over here, the source value is a. It is trying to store into the destination value b. That is, the destination is byte variable, means assigning larger size value to the smaller size value. So this will not be done automatically. So for that reason, casting should be done. The casting should be done is by specifying the data type over here. That is the target. So what will happen over here? We will see that. Don't worry, I will explain. I will explain that. There is one program. Okay. So before that, one more point I want to mention to all of you. A different type of conversion will occur when a floating point value is assigned to an integer. That is known as truncation. Remember, that is known as what? Truncation. A different type of conversion will occur when floating point value is assigned to an integer type. That is known as truncation. Okay. One example I will show you. That is, if the value 1.23 is assigned to an integer, means if you are going to assign some float value 1.23 to some integer value, so what will happen? That integer will data type variable will receive 1. Okay, it will not take the decimal value. Why? Because integer is without decimal. So over here, what is going to happen? That 0.23 will be removed. That is truncated. So this concept is known as truncation. Okay, I hope you all have understood this, and I am going to show you one example over here. Okay, I will. What you all do is you all execute this program. Also, you will understand in detail. So now, what is going to happen is, please, these are some points to remember over here. This is very important. Now, you all see the program is going to start. There is one variable byte data type, that is b. Then another variable of data type int with the value 257, and another variable d with the data type as d double with the value as 323.142. Okay, now we are going to see what is going to happen actually, how the output looks like, why the output looks like, we will see. So now you see b equal to byte of I. So what is this? Casting is done. Means you are assigning integer value into byte variable. Means you are assigning larger size into smaller size. Okay, now so you can see the output. First I'll show you the output, and how the output is looking like that I will show you. See over here, what is this? I. In place of this, it is displaying whatever the value is, 257. It is 257, don't worry. But from here, p will be equal to 1. Okay, how that is, I will explain you. P will be equal to 1. So that is why it is showing you the value as 1 over here. Okay, now to remember how to know how the value of p is getting 1 is, remember, byte of I means byte of 257. So what it will do over here is, we all might have seen in last class, I have shown you the range of byte. What is the range of byte? It is minus 128 to 127. If you start counting, it is nothing but total of 256. Okay, the total range of byte is 256. So when you are going to perform this casting, what this statement will do is it will divide the value of I by its range. What is I 257? So 257 will be divided by the range of byte, that is 257 will be divided by 256. So now this will give you, or it will return you, the remainder. So 257, that is I value, when divided by the range of byte, is going to give you the remainder. So what is the remainder? You all please calculate also, and you can see the remainder will be 1. So that is, the b value is 1. So over here, what it is doing, when you are converting integer value to byte data type, casting is done. How casting is done? By dividing the target data, sorry, by dividing the source data type. Over here the source data type value is I. So this casting, this byte will divide its range to the value of source. What is the source value? 257. So 257 is going to get divided by the range of byte, that is 256, and it will give the remainder. So b will be equal to the remainder. So 257 divided by 256 is 1. I hope you all have understood. This is the conversion of integer data type to byte data type. Yeah, I hope you all have understood this. Then the next step is, see here. Now, what is this? Conversion of double to int. Okay, conversion of double to int. So this is very simple. As I said just now, what will happen if you are assigning double value to int? Means what is the value of double over here? See here. D is the source. D is the source which is going to get assigned into the destination, that is I. That is I is what? Data type is int. So you are assigning double into int, means what is the value of double D? 323.142. So over here truncation will be done, means 323.142 will be truncated to 323, means the decimal value will be removed. Only the value which is before the decimal will be assigned into the target variable, that is destination variable I. So this is truncation. So you can see over here, in place of D, the output is same, that the value is same, D, 323.142. But in place of I, it is receiving the truncated value of double D, that is 323 without decimal. This is done. Then you see the next thing, conversion of double to byte. Conversion of double to byte. Please concentrate very well over here. Again, byte is of what group? Integer. Means again truncation will be done. Truncation will be done. See, double you are assigning to B. What is double D? What is double D? 323.142. So first of all, 142 will be removed. So D is now 323 going to get fit into D. But as I said, casting is done. So what will happen? 323 again will be divided by the range of byte. That is 323 will be divided by 256. That is range of byte. So 323 when divided by 256, it will give you the remainder 67. So this is the conversion of double data type to byte data type by the concept of casting. What it will do? That it will divide the value by the range of byte. I hope you all have understood this. Okay, students, the next thing is automatic type promotion in expressions. See here, in addition to assignments, there is another place where certain type conversions may occur. That is